The 2020 presidential race will forever be remembered as the pandemic election. More than 200,000 Americans are dead, millions unemployed, and America's national debt is more than 100% of GDP. Little surprise that President Trump's handling of the pandemic has been the defining issue of the election. It's also been an election framed by the policies and the personality of a man who's wrecked political norms and undermined institutions. But what's the real legacy of the past 4 years? The Economist US team has been following the twists and turns of Trump's presidency. Here's their analysis. In 2019, Donald Trump presided over America's lowest unemployment rate in 50 years, a buoyant stock market, and a fast annual wage growth among the lowest paid workers. The economy was booming, just as he'd promised.
I have made billions of dollars in business-making deals. Now I'm going to make our country rich again.
Trump's tax cut bill was signed within a year of taking office, cutting corporate tax from 35% to 21% and decreasing taxes for around 65% of working Americans in 2018, but particularly for the rich.
If you look at the tax cuts and what they actually did, they were fairly regressive. I think it's certainly the case that if you inject funds into the economy by cutting taxes, then that's going to give the economy some juice. That had something to do with the economy's health in the run-up to the pandemic.
Trump's tax cut splurge helped America's GDP grow faster than expected compared with the rest of the rich world. It also meant it had a bigger budget deficit going into the COVID-19 crisis. When the pandemic hit, Congress implemented the world's largest fiscal package.
The Senate did unanimously approve an historic $2 trillion relief bill.
They'll sign the single biggest economic relief package.
At the moment, while the economy is really struggling, there's no sign of inflation. Interest rates are very, very low. There are no signals really out there saying that you need to stop borrowing right now.
America's grim experience of COVID-19 triggered a deep recession, but it will still probably be the best performing G7 economy in 2020.
The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. The future belongs to sovereign and independent nations.